Hello everyone, and welcome to the 34th episode of the Save File podcast. Look, I don't know how we're going to cover everything from the last couple of weeks, but we're going to try. To help me dissect everything and give our own hot takes on the latest in gaming, I've got Charbel, Josh, and Anth. How you doing, guys?
Pretty good.
So where do we want to even begin? There is so much.
Should we go chronologically?
So much.
Or should we...
I think we should.
order.
I think we should start with the current news coming out of Activision Blizzard, and the news is obviously
Activision. I like to call this
Anyone
Activision
paying-
Watch. Just on Activision / Blizzard Watch.
so anyone who's been paying attention to the current happenings going on at Activision Blizzard, the lawsuits, it's obviously not a great time to be representing Activision Blizzard. From the standpoint legally.
Whatever do you mean?
And news has come out that apparently HR were shredding employee complaints leading up to everything that's obviously transpired recently. And that can be seen as removing evidence.
Yeah.
And so they're digging a deeper hole. They're definitely near the Earth's mantle right now. I don't
Gone past
even
the crust.
have words for this.
They're actually at the crust, just on the other side of the planet.
Yeah, they've gone that far.
Are you telling me they haven't touched the core?
I mean,
They've gone straight through it, my man.
I'm not gonna lie. Every single time Activision Blizzard are in the news now, I just think, oh god, how have they gotten worse?
Yeah,
Like,
well,
how-
what is it now, right?
what could it possibly be now?
Did they or did they not remove their logo from a game trailer?
No,
Yes.
the Activision branding for the first time, as far as I can remember, is not plastered all over Call of Duty Vanguard.
I believe it was the
marketing
first
material.
time in 10 years.
Yeah.
That is pretty sad.
Yeah, it's suspiciously missing. I can't
It's a
imagine
little
why.
suspicious.
And I'm not gonna lie, I've been getting a lot of ads for Activision Blizzard games recently. No joke, I've seen the Diablo 2 trailer more times than I can count.
In fairness,
I didn't even play
so have
Diablo.
I, but I understand why I'm seeing it. I'm playing lots of ARPGs and I've played Diablo. So with my search history, that all adds up.
And there's also something else I want to bring up, which is a Blizzard employee tweeted early in the week. I sent this to you boys. I believe her Twitter handle was BlizzJess or something
Yes,
like
you're
that.
correct.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got it up. Yeah, yeah.
She tweeted part of what I assume is an email saying from someone in Activision Blizzard saying, "Hi, I work for the recruitment team. You've been tweeting a lot about."
Yeah, so
About
here's what it says. Some of the articles you were sharing
Alright,
freak
here we go.
candidates out. With a winky face at the end of that?
Like an emoji.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you
and it
please
said-
share what we are doing as a company to eliminate such toxic behaviour? ABK has made many strides to head this off. Your updates don't seem to address this.
I think we can all agree that putting an emoji in a professional work email, top tier, professional.
Especially following on from, really serious stuff.
No, there's absolutely nothing wrong with putting a.
No,
with an emoji in a
not
professional
with the
email.
content they're
There's nothing
talking
wrong with
about, though.
Well,
It's
not in this
content.
situation.
Yeah, that's
It's
what
not
I'm
in
saying.
this
step
situation.
away
It's context.
from just being lol,
Content
could
and
you not
context.
mention the sexual assault, winky face?
Can you not,
We don't want people to find out anymore, sussy bucker.
can you not mention
Like,
all
it-
the, big expose articles that people have done on our company?
I mean, can I just say though that this happened in this day and age, it's so easy for developers to put games out, whether you're working for a big studio or not. There was a time where if you wanted to put your own game out on consoles, you sort of had to work for a studio.
Yeah.
Now we're seeing more and more games that are coming out by either small independent teams or even single developers. One of the games I'm looking forward to most this year is being made by a single developer, and we are going to talk about it a little bit later when it comes to Gamescom. But honestly, Activision Blizzard is a complete mess right now, and I don't see them recovering from this for a very long time, if they ever do.
So, can we get a Joe Exotic in the chat?
I'm never gonna financially recover. And Bobby Kotick's still making millions of dollars. Just thought I'd leave that in there. He's still making millions.
Just a WoW update for how that's going. Over half the player base is left.
How's that look for your financials?
It's not looking good. I think there's less than 2 million players.
I have one little update I want to add to that. I saw this, it was a video by a popular YouTuber, Raka. He was going over a Blizzard leak that was saying they would dissolve, and how that was all bullshit. Could you ever see a company like Blizzard dissolving? Really?
Not
No.
in the current state and
No.
size they're in.
I can see it imploding, but I can't see it dissolving.
Yeah, can you see them making the decision to go, you know what? Nah, we're good. And then the leak was talking about how they would then just hire new employees and start up another game studio. I'm like, it's not Blizzard then. Like, the whole leak just didn't make sense, but this is where they're at. The fact that...
It's like, what are they going to call themselves, like Snowfall?
But this is where they're at with all these leaks now, though. That, like, or supposed leaks / people just making up fanfics. It's just, oh, God.
A boy can dream.
Josh, nah, they'll be Glacier.
They'll be Glacier. Listen, we don't move, it's alright.
Avalanche is taken, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Snowfall.
But yeah, I think
Please, Blizzard was my father. Call me Snowflake.
I'm really curious to see if the sales of
Hang on.
Diablo 2 Resurrected will be...
Guys, you could say Blizzard's going down like the Titanic.
Ooh.
Oh.
Get it? Snow?
And just like
Get
that,
it?
thank you, Jack, for joining us, but we'll take it from here without that joke.
Oh, well.
Now, moving on from that, Pokemon?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, happy
Oh,
times.
yes!
Josh, let's do this.
It's time for me and Anf to talk for 10 minutes, and then you guys can take the rest of it.
Hey, I like Pokemon. I just am not as crazy about it
You
as
like
you
Pokemon,
guys.
eh?
I like
Name
a bit of
every
Pokemon.
gym leader.
I'm just gonna name colors.
Red, blue, gold, silver, next.
Oh no, sorry, that's the games.
Well, I guess we did set the bar too high, but...
We set the bar too high.
If you want, I'll name the professors just by naming some trees.
Yeah, you know how long it took me before I actually realised that?
Was it Birch?
No, like, it was just... I played the Pokemon, at least the first 2 games as a kid, even though I never finished 2nd gen. And then once I was older, I'm like, hold on. The professors are trees!
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Hang on, is it because
Red
the
and blue.
professors are so thick because they're sending out 10-year-old kids to go and...
That is not where I thought you were taking
Yeah, but
that.
what's a rowan? Is a rowan a tree?
Yeah, Rowan's
Yeah.
a tree.
Oh, just sounds like a boat.
Juniper is a
can't-
bush.
I can't remember who sent it to me, but there was a meme I saw that was sent in a chat I'm in, where it said, it's like Professor Oak telling Ash, it's like, you have to stay away from the tall grass. Do not, under any circumstances, go into the tall grass. It's like, also, I need you to retrieve something for me.
Okay,
where am I
is it?
getting it from? You're gonna laugh.
You gotta go through.
But,
All right.
I love that. Oh, by the way, that ties neatly to the direct trailer, which we'll get into later. That bit later. But well, I'll take us off. Pokemon has like 4 more mobile games than I thought it did.
yeah.
There's a few.
Like, I
There's a
started with all
few.
these mobile games. Dude, the cafe one, I legitimately didn't know had come out.
Wasn't there like...
I should be honest, I hadn't heard of the cafe game until this direct.
I saw the cafe game and like, we're rebranding it. I was like, wait, that came out?
What's with...
Well, that shows you it needs a rebrand.
What's with Pokemon
Yeah,
Home,
definitely.
though? Like, what is it, anyway?
Well, Pokemon
Yeah, what's it
Home.
meant to be?
Pokemon Home is the one where you can like store your Pokemon in the cloud. so you can bring them down if you want to like start a new game.
Oh, okay, yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, that's Pokemon Home.
But
then Pokemon Go has an update where apparently Pokemon Go has like pretending it has a story, which is interesting. Interesting design move, in my opinion. And Pokemon Unite is
Doing mobile.
I think Jack, you probably know a little bit more about Unite than I do.
Yeah, Unite's getting a mobile version, which is releasing September 22nd.
yeah, but are they going to release some balance notes?
Well, there've been
they've already
patches. There's been some balance.
Yeah, they've
patches.
already started balancing it because they nerfed my boy.
I was going to say because they
Snorlax.
nerfed Sharp's Snorlax. That's how he knows.
Yeah.
So
You know what's funny? He was OP, and I wasn't even using him in the way that made him OP.
So,
That's how little
that's
I play
because you didn't
Mobile.
know. Yeah.
wait, you guys are winning?
A couple of times we did. We decimated a team once. Some poor.
Well, especially the time we played bots. That was
Oh yeah, that,
decimated them.
those were bots. Yeah.
Getting defeated by medium bots.
We were wondering why
But,
we were winning, but turns out it was bots.
Yeah. So
That's hilarious.
what they're doing it. No, hang on.
Fine.
I just wanted to mention that they're doing the clever thing they're doing because people want Pokemon, so they're basically saying if you pre-register for the game, that 2.5 million people will give you the Pikachu license. So it means the license is you get the character, and the special festival style HoloWare outfit will release if 5 million people pre-register. It's a sort of cool way to try and like encourage people to like give it. Hey guys,
Very
go
Kickstarter of
pre-register.
them.
It is, but it's a free-to-play game, so
Yeah, I mean, like, free to play, in quotation marks.
I mean, yeah, that's heavily. Look, show me a free-to-play game that doesn't heavily throw microtransactions.
Oh, it's free
at
to
you.
play. I thought it was free to get executed because every time we come on,
Free to die.
In fairness, Amph, that's because we go up against a Zorora.
that's true. Fucking Zorora and like Lucario as a team. Ugh, hate it.
Anyway,
some
we
fast
can move
boys.
on to the real Pokemon if you want, Josh.
Yay!
Pokemon
Yeah.
Diamond and
Okay.
Pearl remakes.
Brilliant Pearl and Shining Diamond. I know that's not the names. Look really good, actually.
Yeah. Because
Damn, they weren't lying. That gameplay not
I
final.
started with Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, or Pokemon Diamond in particular.
You
Oh.
rookie, you didn't start with blue, you
Yeah,
yellow.
fucking didn't start with blue and yellow. Like
So
I did.
at the moment,
like the OGs.
at the moment, I'm coming full circle with Pokemon. It's just sad though, because I'm more excited for Legends than I am for this. It's
I think that has to do with how, just fascinating Legends is.
yeah,
Yeah, it looks
it's
fantastic.
the
But also, you've played Diamond and Pearl. Like they're not.
Yeah, there
real,
is,
there's
like,
not
the point of,
real
like,
content. It's not like real
this
new
is a
content.
remake.
A lot
I
of
know
it.
everything that's going to be in this game,
Yeah.
but it is nice.
yeah. I just it's just gonna feel weird going back to like the classic sort of Pokemon, I guess, mechanics where you go into the grass and then you encounter a Pokemon. I'm just so used to like Pokemon Let's Go and Sword and Shield's, like on
Open.
like they're on the field and everything. You just gotta touch them and freaking it initiates a battle. I don't know. It's been a while since I've even played a game with random encounters. It's gonna feel very weird. But I guess if you have played like Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, you're gonna feel really at home with this one.
By contrast,
Yeah.
I haven't
Also-
played them, so
Yeah.
Kane.
I will say, Jack, this is probably the best way to play them because Diamond and Pearl had like a major problem, and that was the fact that there was like the variety of Pokemon wasn't great.
Right.
Like there was like 2 fire types in the
There was
game.
also the speed of battles.
Two
Yes,
fire
yes.
types. Aren't
2
fire...
fire types.
Fire
That
types are like
includes your starter.
one of the favorites.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah, exactly.
In the original,
Okay, so it was like, yeah, the original was like, okay, if you didn't pick Infernape and you wanted a fire type, well, you have Ponyta and nothing.
in the original
Jeez.
Diamond and Pearl and Platinum and the other Gen 4 games.
Was that because of that gen or?
I think it was the engine
no,
they used.
it was just, yeah.
Okay,
because
because I was like they wouldn't make a generation with only 2 fire types.
Oh, you're talking about the fire type.
Oh no, they totally did that. Yeah, they just did that. They fixed it in Platinum, where they added more Pokemon.
Okay.
So I was watching the trailers with like bated breath, like, oh god, please tell me they're using the Platinum roster.
in Gen 4,
and it's way more.
in Gen 4, every time you did like an attack that would fully kill a Pokemon or whatever, you get to a point where you have a lot of health, right? So you got 569 out of 569, and you did like a super effective move against an enemy, or they use it against you. Your health bar will drain like super slowly. Like, I think it's taken like a minute and 10 seconds for your health to fully drain back in Gen 4, and that was like its major flaw.
That was great when you were playing on a portable with a limited amount of battery.
Yeah.
No, like there was things about Gen 4. Definitely like games. It's already been seen that the health bars go down faster.
Yeah, and I'm excited for that. Holy shit.
Like it makes it a lot easier to play. There's a lot of quality of life things. The underground got an expansion. I really love the little hidden grottos. You can see the Pokemon on the screen now. Are you happy?
I am happy about that part. But you want to know what I'm mostly excited for when it comes to Gen 4 out of everything? The soundtrack.
Oh yeah, Gen 4 soundtrack.
Gen 4 soundtrack is amazing, man. Like the jazz,
The chef's kiss.
the fucking like Cynthia's theme, both the battle theme and the like encounter theme.
Pokemon Center at night.
But I expect Cynthia. I don't care how much quality of life goes into like Pokemon now that you've got like experience share for all Pokemon and whatever.
Oh, they don't have that in this game.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
This is a faithful remake, my man. That also means Cynthia's fucked because her Pokemon legitimately have like perfect IVs, which means all the numbers in the background at max.
I'm ready.
That's OP.
I'm ready for frickin' Cynthia to wreck my shit again. Cause
That's why like Cynthia's known as such a hard boss in the games, is because like normally all the trainers' IVs are random, and even now we're not sure if they have like set IVs. But Cynthia's like the only ones where we know it's like, yeah, they're all at max.
yeah, essentially the only one that's known to be competitive level.
Yeah, like her Pokemon are actually perfection. So you'll never, if you have the same level Pokemon, hers will always be better.
Yeah, that's scary, but I'm ready because I am a big fan of like Diamond and Pearl and Platinum, and let's move on to Legends actually because I'm more excited for that.
Yeah. Legends. That trailer made me really excited for Legends.
Oh, don't tell me, man! Fucking
Legends looks good.
wait,
Legends looks
It
really
looks
good.
fantastic.
the fact that you can get bodied by actual Pokemon, like you yourself, not just your Pokemon, like you get all your Pokemon die,
That fucking
you get blacked
Ursaring.
out.
That's terrifying, right?
Yeah, no, in this one, the Pokemon actively attack you, even if you haven't, sent a Pokemon out, and you can die. You can die in this game.
Oh yeah, the words of my fiance. I like how you can die in this game.
You can live out all of your fantasies.
like being mauled by a bear.
I can imagine, the part...
Pokemon The Sims.
I can imagine the part where you get to
No,
Arceus, and it's just, it uses Judgment, and all you can see is, oh yeah, now you have to do Bullet Hell. Dodge Judgment Blast.
There's a blinding white light. What's that? I know, dude. Like Legends looks fantastic. There was a lot that I was worried about with Legends.
Yeah.
In terms of its designs.
Well, can I
especially with,
ask, are you still worried about it potentially feeling a little bit dead around the area? Or have they done
no,
enough
from
to allay
what
that?
what I saw, it really made me think. It's okay, no, there's more than enough here, because what it really reminded me of, ironically, is Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And from seeing the fact that you're going from the hub to these bigger set pieces, the world isn't this big interconnected open world. It's more like several hubs, which I think is a better decision.
Almost
in my
like
opinion.
almost like levels, but it's under the feigned idea it's open world.
like a Mario game.
I mean, I suppose in a way,
Mario 64?
Sword Shield, you
Basically the same
It's
thing.
it was other than the actual open part, but even then, it was sort of it's going one of four directions.
I
almost.
feel like Sword and Shield was a prototype towards Legends concept.
Yeah, towards what Legends
Yeah.
is. There's things that here are the things that Legends worried me about. I don't think the world is going to be empty, because from what I saw in everything walking around of that, none of the places felt empty to me. It always felt like there was something to walk towards or something to look at.
Yeah, I'm still worried the plane might be though, and it's I've seen that Pokemon, so I'm going to skip 200 meters to go look for another Pokemon. That's one minor thing I'm a little bit...
Yeah. I did notice on the stats screen, like, it fully expects you to, like, oh, it's... The game rewards you for catching multiples of the same Pokemon. It rewards you for, like, evolving them.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it wants you to kind of
Collect.
map out an area and understand what's where. So you're probably not going to be moving through the areas as quickly as people think.
Yeah.
Also, if I see another fucking post with that fucking tree, I'm going to lose it.
The Sword and Shield tree. But the with Legends though, there's more options on like the overworld itself, so you have like control over like your Pokemon a little bit more. Like, you know how you can fly or glide with like, I forgot what Pokemon that was making you fly, but you can kind of
that's Bravery.
yeah, you can hang on to the Bravery like a hang glider, and I thought that is exactly like what
Breath of the Wild did.
oh no, not so much Breath of the Wild, but it's kind of what I imagine Fly to be, like in like the other Pokemon games, like HM Fly.
Oh yeah, no, exactly.
Like I know,
yeah.
I know Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire had the whole Latias and Latios like thingamabob where you can fly.
Mode 7.
Yeah, the Mode 7 thing. But in this case, it's sort of like that, but better.
Yeah, no, I kind of want to talk about, you guys, how does Basculegion evolve again?
The dead souls of the fish
The dead souls of its brethren.
of its brethren that fall at the river. I can't remember, but it was dark.
Yeah, that's fucked.
It's wild, yeah.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere. I was just like, excuse me, can you run that by me one more time?
But
I saw Stantler.
So this is going to a Pokemon game, not Dark Souls. We know.
We don't. Yes.
but if you've
Ship it.
but if you've read like the Pokédex entries in Sun and Moon,
yeah, especially for Sinnoh.
the Pokédex entries in Sun and Moon, the Pokemon can get pretty freaking like cynical.
Can get pretty dark.
Yeah.
My concerns for Legends was going to be like, oh, is this going to be like, there's nothing new to discover like in terms of Pokemon, but they kind of alleviated that. I was worried that like you weren't going to be able to battle or like have your own Pokemon.
Hmm.
Yeah, you got some region Pokemon too. Some regional difference ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was really happy with that. Dude, that regional Growlithe.
I was gonna say, I was about
So
to say, I was
happy.
gonna call Sharps out. I'm like, I know you're main, right?
Speaking of the
definitely.
regional Growlithe,
Have you seen it, Sharps?
Yeah,
Rock Fire Growlithe. That's
Oh.
yeah, damn.
that's interesting.
Speaking of those regional variants, this is set in the distant past, right? So
Yeah, I know they're
yeah,
all
think of the fact that those sort of Pokemon variants are extinct.
Rip.
that or like the fucking when Brilliant Diamond and that come out, they're gonna be in there
Yeah, somehow as like fossils.
as fossils. That's so sad.
So dark. Oh no.
Looks like this Growlithe is just Rock Turn. No, I gotta admit though, it's supremely interesting. This is the Pokemon game that people have been bemoaning like for years.
Yeah.
Like, how many times have we heard, I want a Pokemon game, but I want it to be Breath of the Wild?
Yeah.
Yeah, the best part is like the battle system as well. They kind of changed it up a bit to be like Final Fantasy X,
To
basically.
be honest, if there's anything Pokemon needs, it's a little bit of innovation. When you've basically been making the same game for almost 20 years.
If you look at like
Yeah,
how the
it's-
But
battle,
like, truthfully, it's felt a bit stale.
if you looked at how like the battle
love
system is now, I can tell you're going to be able to steal turn orders. From the way I look at,
Oh.
from
Yeah, you can.
What?
You can by speed boosting. If you like use
I was going to
agility,
say
you'll
speed
get
boost.
more.
Yeah, damn, okay.
yeah, but like it's the
like-
Final Fantasy X thing where you get like the whole like you can see the turns you can take, but you use like certain moves to delay your enemy's attacks.
Well, to be honest, it needs a little bit more than I'm going to use my power move and one-shot this Pokemon.
They still have that option.
They still have that option.
Look, if that's an option, that's cool, but like, even when you get up to the later levels, it still felt like that.
But if you want
Like,
to,
you get your
I
Pokemon
do-
up to, like, near the end of the campaign and you're still doing that.
if you want to style in your enemies, you have a choice.
Yeah.
I do have like I do like the battle system because Jack, that kind of disincentivizes that kind of, if you don't think you can one shot them because you're sacrificing turns to do it.
Right,
So
yeah.
it's like, yeah, you can hit a lot harder, but if you don't kill them in one shot, they might hit you 3 times.
Yeah,
It's like,
it's
okay, I gotta weigh out my options.
it's
here.
not like a Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest sort of battle system where you can just buff each other up and then hit them all. No, it's only your one Pokemon, and then the only one Pokemon from the other side, and you have to like think about how is this gonna work for your single Pokemon on the field?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the game. I've got to be honest, and it looks good. It really does.
It really does.
A lot of the worries that I had are gone, and I'm really looking forward to it. I think people should try to keep an open mind with it, because it definitely does look like they put a fuck ton more work into it since last time.
Oh yeah,
saw it.
they kind of fixed the like frame rate issues that we saw from the trailers before.
Yeah, I was on the lookout for that, and I was like, oh, I haven't seen like anything.
There was a little bit of frame drops, but it's not like jarring at the moment. Beforehand, it
It
was.
wasn't too noticeable.
Like beforehand, it was. Ugh.
Yeah, that Chimecha didn't look good.
No. So
Alright, I'm gonna move us on.
Alright.
Here's the part where I talk for 10 minutes, because I'm gonna tell you guys about Destiny 2.
Okay,
I'm
we'll shut up.
sorry. So prior to Xbox's little pre-stream going on, Bungie had their little Destiny 2 reveal that they've been hyping up for a very long time. And they basically revealed their next expansion, which is all coming to a head in February 22nd, which, dear God, my entire life in February is screwed. Because everything's coming out.
So your life is about to take a bungee jump?
Oh, yeah. No. So they revealed their Witch Queen expansion, which is basically coming to a head a years-long story they've been working on. So we killed Crota in Destiny 1. We killed his father in Destiny 1. Now we're going to go and kill Oryx's, so Crota's father's sister. So yeah, we're just committing a little bit of a family genocide. You know, there's a word for that. I can't remember. Anyway,
Patricide and matricide?
no, there's a specific one for killing off a family or something. But anyway,
Family side.
I don't know the word. I don't know the word. I didn't do that.
Family side.
Also, this is set to be the biggest expansion for Destiny.
It's like one of
history,
the
right?
biggest expansions I've ever had. Just in terms of like story beats that are coming to a head. Content looks massive. So one of the things they're adding is weapon crafting. So they've basically abandoned the idea they weren't going to go into an MMO and taking off those shackles and just going full blown into it, which I think is the right move. As well as getting a new weapon type, which is a glaive, so everyone can go stabby stab, which could be pretty cool. There's a lot of story stuff that I won't spoil, but the reveal trailer is epic and basically made anyone who's a Destiny fan absolutely go nuts. They also have they announced crossplay. So we knew crossplay was coming, but then they're like, oh yeah, it's going live basically once this ends. So everyone went nuts over that. And then it is also Bungie's 30th anniversary in December. And they will be releasing a new dungeon based on Destiny's infamous loot cave, where you would literally go, shoot guys in D1, and they would keep dropping engrams, because this small pack of enemies just kept coming out and dropping loot. Just they respawn
making
quick.
a dungeon based on a glitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Gotta
And
admit they're owning
the
it.
big reward in that is Destiny 1's revered Galahorn.
So do you get Galahorn automatically when you complete it?
Well, we don't know, but the major reward of it is it. So it's either going to be tied to a quest or as a random drop or whatever, but that's basically the big... that's the big draw card in that, and so that's part of the anniversary pack, and there's a whole lot of other content coming along with that, but it all seems really, really cool.
But what if the drop is like 0.001?
Look, Destiny's had problems with its loot and its drop protection not working, so let's hope not. But yeah, no, it's a massive, like... I'm not saying they need that expansion to work, but it's sort of like... if that expansion works, it's going to take them back to what I would call like their glory days that they had with the Taken King, where everyone was like, "This game's nuts," and I think it's going to be, I'm excited. Everyone else who plays Destiny, aren't you guys in our group, is pretty excited. So yeah,
I mean, I played a little bit of it.
keen. Yeah, I'll drag you in soon enough. So then,
That's a
after
threat. Is that a
Destiny,
threat, Jack?
yes, it is. After Destiny, Gamescom happened, and Xbox stream. So Shabs, what has you excited from that?
Well, from oh my god.
Yes, he got excited about Destiny. We won.
No,
we
no,
won.
I did not get excited about this.
We won.
No.
We've won. At what cost?
Honestly,
Clinton,
from
clip that up.
Xbox's- No, do not.
I want that for my ringtone.
Honestly, right now, the only Xbox Microsoft property that I'm really looking forward to is Forza Horizon, and I really want to see what Mexico brings, and it's looking pretty promising. In terms of Gamescom itself, let's run this down from the top, alright? So it opened up with a game I was eagerly anticipating seeing, which was Saints Row, the new reboot. It looks like it's going back to its roots. It's about gangs trying to take over a city. I'm absolutely all for this.
Is it
It'll
Saints
launch.
Column?
What'd you say?
Is it Saints Column?
Shut up. No. Unfortunately for Jack, this is launching in February of 2022.
Oh my god.
Rip.
And it'll be on PS4, PS5, PC, and Xbox Series S, X, and the Xbox One. The Saints will be taking over a city that's based on the American Southwest, so you're looking at areas like Arizona. And it's called Santo Ilieso, and I believe I mispronounced that probably. I don't know.
That sounded
but
somewhat
yeah.
right.
And the whole idea of it is, rather than the original Saints Row, where you join the Saints as sort of like a off the streets, and the Saints already had established members, you and 3 friends will form the Saints, and you will be the boss. So I'm actually keen to see what this is. They also confirmed you'll be able to play through it in co-op. So I'm absolutely keen for this.
So
Next
how does
up,
this
we
tie
had-
into the whole alien subplot?
Don't worry about that.
We don't speak about that.
I mean, it's about to get rebooted, so they'll probably forget about it.
Don't I become the president?
Now, moving on. Do you like Marvel?
Marvel, baby.
I
Do
like
you like
Marvel.
XCOM?
No.
Well, Marvel's Midnight Suns. So, a new Marvel game called Marvel's Midnight Suns was shown off. It's coming from 2K Games, and it's, well, according to Games Radar, who have the list I'm reading off, in their words, it's the much-rumored Marvel XCOM game. So it's a tactics RPG where the relationships you form with your superhero team are described as being as important as all the fighting and abilities. It looks interesting.
Yeah,
Like,
and this is
I'm-
one of those ones I'm like, okay.
As soon as I heard,
Tell me more.
as soon as I heard
Worry.
Tell me
tactical,
more.
as soon as I heard tactical RPG and Marvel, like you know how the vast cast of Marvel, I was interested. I was like, I'm in.
Yeah, so this is one of those games where I'm eager to see how they pull it off.
Well, as long as it's not Marvel Strike Force.
Yeah.
As long as it's not.
I don't know if this will like really go off like at all, because games journalists are going to have a really hard time with this one. It's not like Undertale or Dark Souls.
I thought it was gonna be an expansion for the Avengers by Crystal Dynamics, but no, it's a brand new game, and
Yeah.
you know what? I hope it puts that game to the dirt, because you know,
That game isn't in the dirt.
well, it is in the dirt, but you just gotta push it in further to make sure it's submerged.
Hey, you know what? Credit to them. They're still being optimistic about the fact that they're going to bring back people to the Avengers game. I don't see it happening, but they're still pretty confident.
Look,
about it.
apparently the Black Panther expansion was pretty good from all accounts. It's just that once you finished the Black Panther expansion, then you went back to the rest of the game and the leveling and loot system that was bad. The actual story content, and that was my experience from playing it. The campaign was good. It was the post-campaign and the loot grinding in it that didn't work. They need a loot 2.0 like we've seen a few games have before.
Yeah, if they abandoned
That's
the
what they
notion of
made.
it being a live service, it would have done better, to be honest.
Okay, moving on from that, we got a look at Call of Duty Vanguard. We actually got to see a playthrough of a mission in the game where the main character, Polina Petrovna, I am very sorry for mispronouncing that, who was voiced by Laura Bailey, who was a World War II sniper, and they also confirmed that the game will take place in many different scenes of World War II. There was obviously the Pacific, there was North Africa, the Eastern and Western Front. So they've said that the game will definitely explore all these locales. It's going to be really, really interesting.
Yeah. Who made that game?
Let's
We'll
not talk
never
about
know.
it.
We'll never know.
Also, another.
We'll
also,
never-
How would you
Well,
find out? Wouldn't there
if
be a
only
little
there was-
logo like down?
I was going to say, if only there was a nice little logo on the marketing to tell us who was behind this.
another World War II game, another one,
Another one.
one.
I mean, I don't
I
know
mean, if
what
it
they
is
could
like the
do.
most like probably influential conflict of the modern
I
era.
know, but
Yeah.
I'm not asking for originality from the shooter genre, but fuck.
Oh, shots fired.
Here's the real reason. It's because we can all shoot Nazis and no one feels bad.
That's
It's
true.
true. It's yeah.
No one's going, well, we should really explore like both sides of this war. And they're like, on this war, oh no, fuck it. That side, one side was good.
It's also worth pointing out that Call of Duty is going the World War II route, Battlefield's going the modern route. So, I mean, I definitely know some people who prefer modern shooters over, shooters that take place in older periods of time. And I know a couple people that would absolutely welcome a new World War II shooter. So, really, it's up to you, personal preference, whether you want to play Battlefield or Call of Duty.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, Call of Duty's got World War II, Battlefield's got, like, the modern war, and to transition nicely, Halo's got future.
Now we're
Yeah.
talking about a better shooter.
That
yes.
was Amp's opinions do not always reflect our own. But moving on to
I'm
Halo.
on board with Amp. This is the better shooter. It doesn't have multiplayer, you say. I guess we're back to World War II then.
So we have Halo Infinite. We saw a premiere that showed essentially a CG trailer with a Spartan commander named Agrina. And again, I'm mispronouncing everything. I got the vaccine yesterday. I'm half asleep, so I apologize. But
doing fine.
we also got to see something that I know a few people around me were really looking forward to, which is Microsoft showed off a special edition Xbox Series X Halo.
No,
themed
they weren't
console.
just excited, Shards. They've already pre-ordered it along with the
They've
controller.
already pre-ordered it.
It's alright.
Yeah.
So they showed off the console as well as the controller. I actually think it looks pretty good. Good luck getting one if you haven't got it already, because they sold out very quickly.
Yeah.
So
and
there's a little.
I
No, I just want to mention that other little bit of Halo Infinite news that we found out last week. That has some people very upset. The fact that the co-op campaign won't be there on launch,
yeah.
which is interesting.
Oh, it's not about the fruit this time?
No, it's not about the fruit. The fruit has nothing to do with it for once. But you won't
Does
be
it?
you won't be able to shoot fruit with your mates from launch. Which a lot of people were like, "Oh my god, delay the game," and then other people were like, "Guys, there's everything else." like,
I mean,
Yeah, but if I go into the foliage, will it interact with me?
look, I'm not gonna lie. If I have the choice of playing through a game in co-op, I normally do that on my second playthrough
Yeah.
of most games. So for me personally, it's not that big of a deal.
well, where I think it hurts
Um,
though is that people grow up playing Halo and like going through the co-op campaigns together. So it's like
Yeah.
you can't do that on your first playthrough, which
Well,
I think
I
does
would-
hurt. But
I would hope that it's not too far behind. Like,
that's
as long
the
as they don't
question. Yeah.
as long as they don't turn around and say yes, co-op will be added in 5 years from now.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
as
I
long
don't
as
know.
it's not
What do you
like-
think? Like 3 months, 6 months? Like when?
Yeah,
I
how
would
long are we
probably
gonna have
bet
to
around
wait?
that time.
Also, the
What are we going? How long am I going to have to wait before I get this game? Is what I'm saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the campaign, like, didn't they say it's gonna be some open world like game, or is it did they change their mind?
Sort of. It's a little bit. As far as I understand, it's different to previous campaigns.
Because I saw
It's
the
not
I saw the price.
I don't think it's mission by mission, like as in you go into a select screen.
Yeah, because I saw like the price for like the campaign like on its own, because you can play like the multiplayer for free, and I just saw like the price for the campaign, which is like AUD or Australian dollars.
$90.
It's $90 basically, and I'm like,
That's pretty painful.
yeah, I'm like, that better be a chunky fucking campaign.
Yeah, because
Well,
to be
I
honest, the
mean-
Halo campaigns usually aren't super long.
Yeah.
So I'm sort of like, I wonder how long this campaign will actually be.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, would you have rather them not made multiplayer free to play and then charge you the same amount?
I don't know. It's just weird for me paying $90 for a campaign in a game. I suppose if it's funny because you're going to get the multiplayer for free anyway, and if that was bundled with the $90, my brain would be okay with that. There's just something weird about the fact that the campaign is $90.
Yeah.
But that's all. I think it's just hard for my brain working around that.
I've just had a scary thought, and I look, there's been nothing that is fueling this, but I would hope this isn't true. Can you imagine if they make the ability to play through the campaign co-op paid DLC?
That'd get shot down very quickly.
That would get shut down immediately. Obviously, nothing's said. This is just me speculating like the shittest thing they could possibly do. There's no evidence that they're going to do it. Microsoft's
they could
actually
pull
been
on
really good
Ashura's
lately.
wrath and be like, if you want the true ending, give us $5.
Oh yeah, that was
Look,
that was interesting.
it would be a way to ruin all of the Halo Infinite hype by doing something scummy like that. Because to be honest, it is currently looking like a gold mine.
Yeah.
Next up is a game I have been following for a very long time. It's created by one person in Poland, Jacob, I believe his last name is pronounced Zwinel. And it's called Midnight Fight Express. And I once saw this game, I think it was like a couple years ago. It was like just a work in progress GIF. And I was like, this looks very interesting. I'm going to follow this guy. And it's looked better and better and better as time has passed. It was revealed last year at Gamescom. But last night we actually got a new trailer. And it looks fantastic. I absolutely cannot wait for this game. This is one of my most anticipated game. And it's coming to consoles in 2022. So you still got a bit of time to wait. But if you haven't seen the trailer for this, check it out. It looks fantastic.
John Wick Simulator.
Sorry,
John
what did you
Wick
say?
Simulator.
It is John Wick Simulator.
Basically.
It is fantastic.
I mean, who doesn't want to be John Wick, right?
And there were also like a lot of references. I don't know if you guys have seen the trailers, but like in last night's one, I think probably the one that made me like wake up immediately because for us it was at 4 a.m. But the one that made me go, oh my god, was the No Russian reference where
the elevator.
it's like you walk into an elevator. There's four guys with in suits with guns, and you just beat the shit out of them. It was fantastic. I absolutely cannot wait.
Jack,
for
to
this game.
answer your question, no, I don't want to be John Wick because I prefer to have my dogs alive.
Wow.
Boo.
Boo. Yeah, moving on.
Oh.
Moving on. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge had a reveal, and that is that April O'Neil will be a playable character.
I need to reveal something about that. The end of her combo, she literally drops the mic on the enemy. So yes, I will be buying 10 copies of it.
Now, couple things. Firstly, the game doesn't have an official specific release date yet. It's just slated as 2022. But can I just say, you can revive your friends with pizza.
The Ninja Turtle trademark.
The Ninja Turtle trademark. Honestly, if I don't mind the Ninja Turtles. I'm not a diehard fan or anything. I never grew up watching them. But if you are a fan of this game is looking pretty good.
It does look pretty great.
.emu, who's behind this game, they're doing pretty well for themselves lately because they've worked on stuff like Streets of Rage 4, the remake of Wonder Boy or something. Like, they have
Yep.
a pretty good track record, so I can see this being, like, really good.
Okay, now I'm going to refer to what Games Radar has written for this next game because I know nothing about it or its source material, and that is Demon Slayer: The Hinokami Chronicles.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
According to Games Radar, it says the villainous Rui was the focus of this brand new trailer for Demon Slayer, as the game is completely recapping the events of the anime's debut season. The battle between Tanjiro and Rui was always going to come into focus at some point, and it's excellent that fans of the anime will be able to play through the entire season, including the cinematic boss fights with this lower 5 member of the 12 Kizuki.
Jo-
I know nothing about
Josh?
that, so I hope it's good.
Yeah,
let's
let
do
me
this
take
thing.
Oh god, it looks so good.
I know! Oh!
What have we unleashed?
Did they say they were going to cover the train arc?
No, I think they're only covering the first. I bet the train arc will be like a DLC.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Because
I could
it
see
looks
that.
like it's basically by the same people who did, like, Ultimate Ninja Storm. And
Yeah, it's basically the same functions of Ultimate Ninja
Yeah.
Storm, which is good because they're very good at like over the top action, and that's what we
it's
need.
one of the only arena fighters out there that actually feels really good to play.
Yeah, look, I wish that it covered a little bit further in, just because I would love. There are characters that haven't been introduced that I would love to main, but you know, I still get to main my boy Inosuke, so it's pretty good.
That's true. I want to main Nezuko because I just want to do some kicks.
You can't main. That's all she can
I
do.
just want to kick.
You haven't even seen what she can do yet.
Oh, no, not yet. I have to wait for the anime to release season 2, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Okay, moving on from that. Super Monkey Ball.
Oh yeah, aren't the
He's
Persona
a-
5 crew in that?
just
Yep, Morgana
Yes,
from
they are.
Yeah, just
Persona
Morgana.
5.
Okay, I gotta laugh, and I saw Morgana in the ball because how I found that out is someone tweeted, "Lady, I help, I'm running out of oxygen."
Can I just say, right, I've never played a Super Monkey Ball. I'm very tempted to take a look at this one. And also, I will absolutely main Kazuma Kiryu.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
He's also in the game.
All right, he's in the game.
Did you
isn't
know?
he?
Yeah,
Did you know
he's-
the people who made, like, the same studio who did like Yakuza and Judgment are behind this game?
Yeah, Super Monkey Ball. Yeah, because the director of Yakuza is the same director as behind Monkey.
Yeah,
Ball.
they also handled like the current Virtual Fighter as well, so it's not surprising that they're having this nice little, like, something that's outside of Yakuza, I guess, and they're like opening up their palette, I guess.
Can I just say, Sega's been on quite a roll recently.
Oh, 100%.
Like, for the last maybe year and a half, Sega have been pretty
Yeah,
good.
like,
Yeah, they've been going well.
and they're doing it without like hanging on Sonic's coattail or anything either.
Yeah, no,
Sonic-
Which they could do if they wanted.
I can't, Sega. I'm too slow.
Well, for the longest time, like, sorry, Shards, like, for the longest time, they were
Oh,
on, they were, like, banking on Sonic all the time, but now they're kind of drifting away from that.
Look, I think they're doing well.
It's
Yeah.
but it's good to see like their other properties are doing just as
Yeah.
well.
Like a Dragon went really well. So
Yeah, that was. I'm surprised at how well received it was.
Mm.
It's, I'm actually really happy for them.
from what I played
Um,
of Like a Dragon, it's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, as said, I'm looking at the recap on Games Radar. So moving past a Spanish ad for NBA 2K22, the next thing that was shown off was Splitgate Season 0. And Splitgate is a game that I haven't gotten around to yet, but it looks very fucking interesting.
It looks cool. Yeah.
Mm.
I'm absolutely down.
Using portals to
start playing
shoot
it.
people and feel like you're cheating is interesting.
Well, yeah, the common description of it is it's the bastard child of Portal and Halo, which by the looks of it, it's a pretty fucking damn good combination. I would say.
That's a pretty that's high praise. I feel
It is high
compared
praise.
to those two.
So it's Portal Combat Evolved.
Portal Combat Evolved.
Well done, Eth.
So,
You
in
get a
addition
gold star for
to
that.
Thank you.
so with Season 0, there are new cosmetics, new maps, and a all new infection mode. So, if anyone, I don't know anyone that's playing Splitgate right now, but it seems like a good time to jump into it.
Well, why does it sound like they've gone the reverse on Fortnite and putting out their zombie mode now?
That's
what that sounds like.
Next up, we have Ubisoft with some more information at Riders Republic, along with a new trailer. And the Riders Republic beta has been extended till August 28th, and now it's available to everybody. So, if you were, keen on Riders Republic, now's your shot. Now's your shot to get into it. I don't know if any of us will be playing.
Is that just a cycling game? What is that?
No, it's like there's downhill biking. There's also snowboarding and what do they call it when you have like a wingsuit type of thing?
Gliding.
It's just wingsuit, to be honest. It's just wingsuit gliding. Yeah,
Gliding.
I don't know.
All right, yeah. You can absolutely tell we've been paying attention to this game. Next up, we have Century: Age of Ashes. It'll be available on November 18th for free on Steam. And
that could be fun if it's free to play and we could just hop in.
Yeah.
Just Dragon Fighter. You're literally just Aragorn facing your mates. That has potential.
I mean, when a game is free, I'm always happy to give it a shot, unless there's something catastrophically wrong with it.
Yeah.
Which it doesn't look like there is with this, but I mean, I'm happy to give.
I've
this
seen
a
a few
shot.
people playing it and they've had a blast. So.
Yeah. You can get your Founders Pack right now if you're interested. Now, do you like the sport of football or soccer, and you don't want to give EA or Konami money? Congratulations.
Love one of those things.
There's a new game just for you. It's called UFL. It is a brand new football game that's going up against FIFA and PES. It'll launch as a free-to-start game on all major platforms, and it claims to offer a, quote, fair-to-play model. This will be one that's interesting to watch. I think Games Radar nailed it there.
So basically not doing character packs and you're getting all the OP characters in one team.
Can I just say, if the gameplay is good enough and they don't do something to fuck over their players, I would be sweating a little bit if I was FIFA.
I do like not giving Konami my money.
And I like not giving EA my money even more. But I don't know. I'm really interested to see if they can pull this off. I don't know. Look, obviously there was no gameplay shown in the trailer, so we don't know what it's going to look like in terms of how it plays or anything like that. But I'm keen to see more of this.
I'm all for healthy
personally.
competition.
Yeah, absolutely. Moving on from that, we have Lego The Skywalker Saga, which looks pretty... I mean...
I'll be honest, it looks cool.
Looks like...
I haven't played any of the Lego games, but this is one I'm like, maybe.
I liked it better when the games didn't have the voice acting involved. There was more charm to it with all the grunts. And by the way, the sequel series is dead to me, so I don't care.
Yeah, but I think but bringing in voice actors is more likely to actually open it up a bit. I don't know if grunting will, by modern game standards, I don't know how that.
I don't know.
much
Lego
applies.
Star Wars 2 is still one of the most beloved games of all time.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think...
Yeah, the sequel series is dead to me.
I don't think anyone's going to get... anyone's going to be straight up turned off of the game because of voice acting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ugh, I have to hear Ray speak.
Next up, we have Synced Off Planet.
Yeah,
Which-
what is this?
I'm not gonna lie, I do not really know much about it. We've it was revealed in 2019, and it looks just like a futuristic shooter type of thing. It's weird because it's
Well, one of
in a
the
position where we don't know enough about it to sort of make any major statements, but we know enough about it that we sort of have to acknowledge it exists.
Hey, it looks like it's gonna sink or swim.
It's a game.
it's a game.
It is a game. Yeah,
It
but
might be like Undertale and or Dark Souls.
Or Fallout.
but it I think Games Radar pretty much summed that up by saying, we're set to get a deeper look at its blend of third-person shooting and companion-based tactics soon. So we'll see how that goes. Next up, if you like co-op horror games, we have The Outlast Trials. Red Barrel Games is bringing us The Outlast Trials, playable solo or with up to 3 friends in multiplayer. You go against various horrors and you have to try to survive.
Dude, nothing says horror game like being with the boys.
Yeah.
You know what? I absolutely... I don't play horror games, like, ever. I'm a bit of a bitch, but...
Yeah,
I would play
you've
the
admitted
shit.
that. You're pretty scared of these sorts of things.
I would absolutely play the fuck out of that with the boys.
Hey, you can't shoot yourself alone.
That will launch in 2022 at some point.
Listen, I'm just saying, if Silent Hill 2 was multiplayer co-op, you would definitely play it with us. Siren Head, you bastard!
Well, all I can say is if you played like Fatal Frame with multiplayer, I think that would break the balancing on how you kill the ghosts.
Like, I just don't play horror games solo. Like, if I'm kicking back with a bunch of people and like we're just playing horror games and passing the controller, yeah, but I don't know. I just don't enjoy horror games for the most part.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Next up, we have a trailer that felt like it did not end at all. It's a creature collecting MMO called Dokey V. And I'm not going to lie, as I said, Gamecom started for us here in Sydney at 4 a.m. And I had the vaccine yesterday, so I was trying to stay awake. And I swear to God, it made this trailer feel like it went on for at least 15 minutes.
Oh, no.
But I will say this, it looks impressive.
I've literally never seen this before. Ah, damn, that looked good.
It does look good, I gotta say.
Yeah, no, I'm actually keen to see more of it. I didn't think I'd say that, but I'm keen to see more of this.
What's the name of the game again?
Dokey V. So D-O-K-E-V.
Games Radar says, Dokey V is a new open-world creature collector with K-pop.
What was the name of that creature collector where you had frickin' guns?
What?
What?
Oh, I know what you... it was a game that... it went like semi-viral a while back because people called it Pokemon with guns.
Oh, well, let me just look up Pokemon with guns and see if
yeah, I can't remember the name of it.
I'm just imagining Charizard with an AK-47.
Power World.
God.
Oh, yeah.
Power World, in quotes, Pokemon with gun.
Oh my God. Does it actually say that?
Yeah, in the trailer.
Oh, man.
Oh,
So,
funny.
next up, for people who are fans of the Jurassic Park movies and, you know, that license, we have Jurassic World Evolution 2. And we have a release date for it now, and it's coming to PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC on November 8th. You can pre-order it now too, and to accompany the announcement, we got a gameplay trailer. It showed off, the dinosaur park itself, as well as details on the dinos you can expect to look after, and new enclosures for flying and aquatic reptiles, and more.
So that first game got sort of mixed reception, but I know a lot of people. It's got like a small cult following, I think. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes.
Next up was a trailer for a game I am absolutely looking forward
Just
to.
a little game, you know.
Far Cry 6.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
just a little one.
And you know what? It's looking really, really, really interesting the more I see of it. I think I said on an earlier podcast that the game already was going to take my money because there's a sausage dog called Chorizo that can accompany you. But, I mean, it looks like a damn good game. I really liked Far Cry 5.
Same here. Yeah.
And
you got me into it.
I got Amph into Far Cry 5, and the original plan was that we were going to play through it
I
together.
got so into it that I
And
just
then
abandoned.
Amph got so into it, he just clocked it in a couple of days and he just ran through
You
it.
needed more,
he really
clearly.
enjoyed it. So yeah, I'm eager to see more of Far Cry 6. Now, Blood Hunt.
Out of the edge.
Blood Hunt is a game in it was revealed the Torador Vampire Clan in its Masquerade Battle Royal. known as Proud and Beautiful Race of Bloodsuckers. The tutorial uses abilities like a teleporting dash or a healing field for allies. Early access on Steam was also announced for September 7.
Feels like this game's like almost 5 years too late, or even 10 years past the vampire craze. But
I just feel like it's like have we not seen like 30 games in this series? Like I honestly, they all look the same to me, and the only one I've actually heard of is Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines.
yeah,
But look, to be fair, as long as it's a good game, it's more than welcome to come out. Like I honestly
no,
if
100%.
it's
I
that
just
good of a
feels like
game, then
vampires is one of those genres that just gets.
Well, you ready for that?
Fi-
I gotta
it's,
admit, like,
it- there's
Vampire
like
the
100.
Masquerade.
There's 100 vampire games, and there'll be like one good one out of that 100. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
Vampire the Masquerade is definitely like the big one because it's like spawned like a tabletop RPG and like it's a cult following game and not
Yeah.
just some random vampire. Did
Now,
anyone play Vampire on Switch?
are you talking about Vampire?
Vampire.
one from-
Don't nod.
The one from
Yeah.
Don't Nod?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I think I got that for free on PSN.
There's
That's,
times I
nice.
forget. Don't nod doesn't make like the adventure games. At times.
we might have to rush through the last few things here. We're getting
Yeah.
pretty
Next
long.
up, Park Beyond for when you want to hurt people with roller coasters and you don't want to pay for lawsuits.
Yep.
There was Jet the Far Shore, which is coming with an October 5 release date. It's a trailer for a space exploration title, and it's giving off No Man's Sky vibes. That's how Games Radar put it.
Okay, so have Horizon Forbidden West finally got a release date? Problem is, it's
Yeah.
next year.
And
We
it's
went
in
surprise.
February 2022.
That's the thing that's killing me. It's literally 5 days between.
It'll-
Oh god.
It is also
Destiny.
noting
No.
that we got an enhanced performance patch for Zero Dawn as well that is now live.
Yes,
And
well,
you
right
can play
after
that at
I
60
finished the
FPS.
game 2 weeks ago.
Rip.
Next up,
God, this makes me so mad.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that has happened to me like
More than a few
three
times.
fucking times. It's happened to me like 3 times now. I finished God of War, then they announced the new graphics mode. I finished Miles Morales, then they announced the new graphics mode. It's fucking ridiculous. I got the worst luck. Next up, New World. It's Amazon's new MMO, and it's showing off a big old pile of mythical and magic tropes mixed with an interesting conquistador vibe.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Yes. There is an open beta from September 9th to September 12th, and the game will launch on September 28th. Next up, Marvel Future Revolution, which it's a mobile game, but I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty fucking ambitious.
My worry is Marvel's heading down the train of Warhammer 40k franchise, where there's like one good game amongst 20. It's like you gotta cherry pick the good games. We'll see, but it just feels
I will say at the very least, Marvel has a lot more mainstream appeal than Warhammer.
No, not knocking that, but it's just like I'm interested in the fact that they're, for a company that seems so willing to guard its IP, it's sort of just seeping out. They're giving it to more and more people. That's all. Just my
Next
Quick
up,
sec.
we had a musical performance from Lindsay Sterling. And we also got a trailer for Tales of Luminaria. Not to be confused with Tales of Chlamydia, as Amph calls it. Which is a new mobile game in the Tales of series.
That disappointed me
Boo.
so much. I was like,
Boo.
no more, please. That's like
Can we just get a rise?
that's the fourth fucking mobile game from the Tales series. Like, stop.
Now, Dead Mouse 5, or Dead Mouse, whatever he's called. I'm sorry, I don't listen to his music. He announced an interactive concert experience with the user-generated platform Core. While details were light, Joel Zimmerman, better known as whatever his professional name is, promised this new metaverse experience will keep up to date with real-life events. I have no idea what the hell that's going to look like.
I have no idea what that means.
Next up, so recently Ratchet and Clank made their way into Fall Guys, and now we have the next crossover, which is the Jungle Book. So yeah, Jungle Book costumes coming to Fall Guys with a King Louis
It's a
event.
bare necessity.
That's cool. No, you want to be like you.
Oh, no.
Next up, replaced Sad Cat Studios officially released the catchy Atmospheric Void OST for its upcoming retro-futuristic action platformer. It was first revealed during the Xbox Showcase back in June, where we first heard the trailer song. Replaced sees you play as an artificial intelligence trapped inside a human body known as Reach. It's set in a dystopian alternative take on 80s America with a distinctive 2D style. Next is a game that only Jack cares about, Age of Empires 4.
There are a few other people that care about that.
People care about my game.
I'm kidding. Age of Empires 4
They
got
found
some news.
Basically the news is they finally showed off the other two civs that we've had only very limited details about. So far the game's looking pretty good.
Yeah, so it's due to release on October 8th.
28th.
And it's focused
28th.
on 28th, my bad, I misread that. It's focused on 3 different points of history, which is the 100-Year Wars, the rise of Moscow, and the Holy Roman Empire. So if you're an Age of Empires fan, it's looking pretty interesting.
If you're a history fan in general, they have been doubling down on that. It feels like they're really trying to, like, hey, we did massive... We went and did the research for you, now come play the history of all these
Man, that
crazy
Holy
races
Roman
and
Empire
stuff.
arc is going to be fucked.
More than likely.
Successful game Valheim got a release date for its Hearth and Home update, and that is September 16. The game's massive success did force the developer to delay its roadmap. So, I mean, look, in all honesty, if it's successful and the developer doesn't want to take unnecessary risks and just release stuff early for the sake of, meeting deadlines, I think delaying it was the right call, as long as the update turns out to be a good one. Next, we had Crossfire X, which, it exists. It's the multiplayer part of Slimegate's Xbox shooter, which included the reveal of maps that are both above and below the ground, as well as some of the fancy tech the game's soldiers use. We saw invisible suits. Sadly, the closest we'll get to a release date is, and quote, coming soon.
Yikes. Man, Kingdom Hearts 3 was coming soon for a while, so...
Yeah.
It was in development.
Now in development. Genshin Impact showed off some Aloy gameplay. Jack, I'm sure you were very thrilled to see that.
Look, them bringing Aloy as like, oh, do I do Genshin? I don't know if I can commit.
Guys, did you just say Aloy?
Correct.
Yeah, that's the name of the main character in Horizon Zero Dawn.
It's not Alloy?
Aloy.
It's pronounced Aloy in the game.
It's Aloy.
It's pronounced Aloy.
It's Aloy. Wow, you basically just outed yourself as not having played it or touched
Dude,
it.
I don't give a fuck.
Wow.
Josh has had more important things to play, like Pokemon Red for the 15th time.
Listen.
Shots.
You just insulted my entire race of people. But yes.
Does your Game Boy...
No, it's a joke. He's actually been stuck on one platforming level in Voodoo Vince.
Oh my god, okay. I beat it.
Jeez, calling out his gaming skill as well. Damn.
Guys, did you decide to take the whole month of February off? Well, I got good news for you.
Oh no.
Another game I'm looking forward to is Sifu from Slowclap Studios. That will release February 22nd, 2022.
I'm just saying, we might still be in lockdown by that point, so we might be good.
Oh god.
man.
For reference for everyone, the state that we live in just had its record number of cases. So yeah, we're doing great.
Yeah, I'm absolutely looking forward to Sifu. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it looks fantastic. I really can't wait for it. And last but not least, we got to look at Death Stranding Director's Cut. Kojima revealed a big new trailer full of upgrades and additions and all its PS5 upgrades. For the core game, there's a bunch of new delivery support tools, like evolved stabilizers that act like jetpacks to let you jump from any height. There's a catapult that fires cargo for long distances for you to pick up later.
Kojima's a madman.
And an upgraded buddy bot, a set of robot legs that'll carry your burdens from you. On top of that, there are new facilities to try out, like a firing range to practice your weapon skills, where you can compete for high scores. You'll also be able to replay boss battles and see how your score ranks globally. Or if you want to race, you can even use jump ramps to leap chasms and pull tricks.
half of this
racetrack challenges.
What? Half of this sounds like nothing of what I thought Death Stranding was, having not played it.
I have
what
not.
is going on
Death
here?
Stranding has weapons?
I have an extensive backlog of games on PS5, Switch, and PC. So I have not gotten around to Death Stranding yet.
This doesn't sound
but-
like Death Stranding what I thought Death Stranding was.
Can I just say before yesterday compared to now, I know even less of what Death Stranding's about.
Yeah, I know.
sorry.
This opens up more
Death Stranding has
questions.
weapons? I thought it was just a delivery game.
That's
No,
all
no,
I
it
thought
has
it was.
weapons. No, Death Stranding has weapons. You don't use them, but you have them.
So why do I
Well-
need to go to a firing range? I don't
Perfect your
know.
weapon skills that you
Kojima's a madman. That's all we can
And
say.
that wraps up the opening night of Gamescom.
Oh man,
Man, that's a lot of content.
this is a chunky. You're not light on games.
So chunky we went
not.
past our, timer threshold.
Man, February is going to be pretty packed.
Yep.
This is what pandemic's done to everyone. I think everyone's just delayed it, and everyone's just delayed it to the same time. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right. I think it's time for us to wrap this up. Jack, you want to take us out?
Yes, I think that's all we've got for today. So, thank you guys. Joining me today has been Sharps,
Hey.
Amph,
See ya.
Yo.
and myself, Jack. Thanks, guys. Signing off.
Signing off.
Signing off.